Greetings, and salutations to the league. It's early, Saturday, going to work. By the time y'all see this, it'll probably be afternoon, evening, so good evening. For me, it's just more fun to do things by video, so here's another video. As opposed to typing out another response. Brad, I won't argue with you, and I guess Judy also. I won't argue with you about the history of the Orioles. 1800s, late 1800s, teams have been around since. That's pretty remarkable. I mean, not really official MLB till the 50s, but nonetheless, a staple in Baltimore fandom. You say you looked up, the titles. I don't really know if how much you really looked in the bowels of the internet here. It doesn't take but for so long, but their last title was actually 1983. They've won 3 championships. 66 being one of them. It was actually their first championship. 83 is the last time they've won. And as you all know, we live in a world of what have you done for me lately. I understand the history. And the Babe Ruth grew up there, and he played on their minor league team, and I got all that. But honestly, it's a really what have you done for me lately kind of world. And since then, the Colts, they won 2 NFL championships in the late 50s. They went to the first couple of Super Bowls there. They won one of those. They got those 3 world championships, as we'll call them, because the first 2 weren't wasn't in the Super Bowl yet. And then since then, last time I checked, the Ravens have won 2 here, not too in a nice little space of time. 2000, 2012, been around since '96. We all know that though. The Baltimore Colts ceased to exist in '83, and it was quite some time before Baltimore had another football team. And of course, we're not going to argue that football is far more popular than baseball is right now. The new pastime of America. But it's what have you done for me lately? Like history, I understand history. History is great, but just like a lot of us and our beloved Yankees. What have you done for me lately? When's the last time we've consistently been in the conversation to really win a title? We're the most dominant franchise in baseball history, but we've had some missteps there. But like I said, it's a what have you done for me lately kind of world. And what have the Orioles done lately? The last big star they had was and this isn't really relevant to the conversation, but Cal Ripken, who was an amazing baseball player, Hall of Famer, the Streak Man, the Iron Man. But it's who's the best player on the Orioles? Is it what's the hitter? What's his name? Is it Chris Davis or whatever? The guy hitting all the home runs? Is he play for the Orioles? I don't even fucking know. Is he juicing? Is he not juicing? There's too many question marks in baseball. I know football's got their own stuff going on, and a lot of those guys I know take HGH or whatever the case may be, and there's no way, if you really believe AP was that much of a freak that he came back from that injury totally on his own accord, you're a fool if you really believe that. But baseball has just been under the freaking gun. Who's clean, who's not clean. It's a fucking mess. It's a mess. And and like I said, baseball is boring as shit to watch on TV. And they play 162 games. This is the first of the Orioles haven't been relevant until last year. That was the first time they've been to the playoffs in '97? Look, they play 162 games. They could have moved 1 game. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It's not like they're losing the game altogether. They're just moving it to another day. They do that shit all the time. whatever, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's football is where it's at. Okay, we all just fucking pity pat through the baseball season because it's the only season on, you know, leading up to the NFL. Right now, baseball doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. And I understand, you know, you got to be in it to win it. The only way you're in it is to win throughout the season. I got all that, but the regular season is boring as shit compared to the NFL. Shit, compared to the NBA for that fact. Matter of fact, compared to NHL as well. Baseball is boring as shit compared to the 3 other major sports in the United States. It is what it is, man. Look, as far as watching on TV goes, I know you go to a baseball game, you go for the experience, you go with your buddies, you get beers and do all that other shit. I got that. That's fun. Watching baseball on TV is absolutely the most boring of the 4 major sports, hands down. And I don't think anybody can argue that with me. Even though I know hardcore baseball fans that hate to watch baseball on TV. It is what it is, but that's just another. I'm not missing the point, however. I understand the point, but I'm sorry. It's just, you know, it is what it is. I'm sticking to my guns on baseball being boring as shit here. But that's not my point. That's not my point. That's just adding to the overall scale there. What have you done for me lately? That's it. I'm out of here. I'm getting off to work. I'm gonna get me some oatmeal from McDonald's and shit. I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.